Recently, I did a video introducing you guys to the Ulanzi Coleman tripod, which is a cheaper alternative to the wildly popular Peak Design tripod, which I could not even find to make this video because I honestly don't use it anymore. I've been preferring this Ulanzi tripod instead. Well, guess what? The best just got better. There are two new additions to this tripod. One has been out for a little bit and the other is relatively new. And you can either buy them separately to enhance your existing Ulanzi tripod if you already bought it, or you can buy a package that has everything bundled in one if you don't already have the tripod. Really quick, let me recap why the Ulanzi Coleman tripod is better than Peak Design. It's made of carbon fiber, so it's lightweight, and it's half the price of the Peak Design equivalent. It's also slightly taller, it has a ball head that can pan, and a tripod case that isn't skin tight. If you want a more in-depth comparison, you can check out the video review below. But now let me tell you about the first of two new add-ons to this tripod, a quick release system. So Ulanzi has released a totally new version of this tripod, and the main difference is that it has the Falcam F38 quick release built in for the same price of $370 US. Now, if you already bought the original Ulanzi tripod, then no worries. You can purchase the F38 ball head and the 1/4 20-inch center column and swap out the center column of your existing tripod and essentially get the same benefit. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, these accessories may or may not be available, but they're supposed to be out by the end of November 2022. And if you're not already familiar with it, this is the Ulanzi Falcam F38 quick release. And there are 20+ products built around it, such as this backpack strap, tripod ball head, camera strap, and a bunch of accessories that are specific to GoPro. And you guys know how much I love my GoPro. So I'm gonna use this Falcam backpack strap clip to demonstrate how this works, but it's the same concept for all of the Falcam quick release products. They have a connection point that goes on the bottom of your camera, and also this piece here, which could be a tripod ball head, it could be the backpack strap clip. There's a lot of different connection points that they've made, but all you want to do is attach this to the bottom of your camera. I actually have it pre-done here on my GoPro. Then you want to slide it into the connection point until you hear it click. And now your camera is secure into the quick release mount. And if you want to remove it, there's a silver button on the side which you can actually turn to lock it if you don't want to make it easy to do, but in general you just want to press it and remove your camera. So if you aren't already using a quick release system of some kind, then I really recommend starting to, because look at how quick and easy it is to go from one mount to another. Now, of course, I'm using a smaller action camera to demonstrate, but you can definitely do this with a bigger camera. I do it with my Sony a7 IV all the time, but I like to be able to switch my mounts up because I want to make an engaging video. And part of that is changing up the angles and perspectives so that you guys don't get bored. In fact, let me demonstrate how effective it is by changing up this scene entirely to talk about the second new addition to this Ulanzi tripod. There we go, totally different than being indoors, right? So here's the new Ulanzi tripod piece, which I'm going to talk about in a sec. But first of all, let's change up this scene even more by adding some mood music, courtesy of today's sponsor, Epidemic Sound. Now, most people know Epidemic Sound's website, which is really great for browsing, but they actually have a smartphone app. And I find myself listening to it more than Spotify lately, because I don't know about you guys, but for my creative process, it almost always begins with music and audio, because I find that it really sets the tone and the mood for my videos. Maybe not these tech review videos, but my travel vlogs for sure. Like, it's all about the mood. And because I'm going to be using that music in YouTube videos, I have to choose music that is royalty free, and everything on Epidemic Sound is royalty free. So every time I open up Epidemic Sound, whether it's the website or the app, I'm greeted by this Discover page, which gives me some popular themes to browse by, or if I scroll down further, it gives me a bunch of songs based on my previous listening history. So if you guys want to check it out for yourself, this year I'm teaming up with Epidemic Sound to give you a killer deal. It's a 30-day free trial along with 2 months extra for 75% off, but it's only valid for 5 days, starting today. So check out my link below if you want to check it out. It is for personal plans only, but for most of you guys, that's going to be more than enough. And if you do watch this video outside of that 5-day time frame, then you can still sign up for a 30-day free trial. Thank you, you, Epidemic Sound, for sponsoring this video. But now let's get back to this mysterious new addition for the Ulanzi tripod. It's a light stand. So you can actually buy this separately and switch out the center column of your tripod, whether that's the original Ulanzi tripod you bought or the F38 version, and this will convert your tripod into a light stand. Let me show you. So the conversion is super easy to do. All you do is go to the center column of your tripod, unscrew the tool, and then pop out that center column and replace it with this little light stand piece. Now, tripods and light stands might look pretty similar, and in a lot of ways they are, but generally speaking, light stands are a little bit more lightweight and they sit lower to the ground. Now, I have my Manfrotto Nano light stand sitting next to the Ulanzi tripod to give you an idea of how similar they are when the tripod is in the light stand configuration. Now, if you take a look at the top of the Ulanzi light stand column, there's a 1/4 20-inch tripod thread, which is great for modern lights like my Freewell tube light, which I bring with me everywhere because it's so great and lightweight. But you know, not all modern lights for photos and videos have a 1/4 20 thread that will fit this. For example, take my Speedlight flash. This is my Godox V862S, and I use this a lot for food photos because YouTube is not my main thing. I actually take a lot of food and restaurant photos. And whenever I do that, my secret to getting really awesome looking photos is using off-camera flash. And so this is the off-camera flash that I use. I actually use 2 of these, and so I have 2 of this configuration. But if I want to put this on a light stand, I mean, I can't really do that with the Ulanzi tripod the way it is. I have to use an adapter. This is actually several adapters in one, but it consists of a spigot, which I'm going to connect to the 1/4 20 screw on the Ulanzi light stand, as well as an umbrella bracket and a cold shoe mount. So the cold shoe mount is actually where my flash is going to go. Then we're going to take the spigot and we're going to attach it to the 1/4 20 thread of the Ulanzi light stand. And now I have my off-camera flash set up. I can extend the center column. It goes up 103 centimeters, which is respectably high. It's about eye level for me. And the next thing I want to do is add my lighting modifier. So it's a reflective umbrella, or you can take off this black part and make it a shoot-through umbrella. But we're going to attach that to the umbrella adapter here. The last thing we need is the trigger to go on top of the camera. So I've got my trusty Sony a7 III here, and I've got the Godox X Pro S, which is the flash trigger. The Godox is really great because it has the trigger built into the flash, so all you need to trigger it remotely or off camera is this little remote. Make sure that our flash is set to be a slave. And now we've got an off-camera flash. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this little overview of the Ulanzi Coleman tripods, 2 brand new additions. Those are just 2 new additions. Ulanzi is kind of a crazy company. They're always innovating new products. They're probably going to keep innovating this tripod and adding on to it. So stay tuned. I will try to keep you updated as they keep making improvements. But let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Based on this video, which of these 2 setups do you like? Do you like the indoor setup, or do you like me coming outdoors and doing a demo? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.